Okay, so we're back, and we are back on the WWE subreddit, if you can believe. I know I said I was gonna do these more regularly again, and then now it's been like over a month, but
The Rock just got word.
I have nothing to say. Linda McMahon reveals Vince McMahon's health has rapidly declined since leaving WWE. Oh no, oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really, really hope that you get better soon. I mean, seriously, let me just go ahead and pay my respects, okay? Just, rest in piss, bozo. Yeah, we're on that pack watch right now, baby. Can you guys think of a WWE superstar who has never cheated to win a match in their entire career? A thought hit me today that I can't think of a single WWE wrestler who has never once cheated to win a match. My guess would be Ray, since he's spent 99% of his career as a babyface, but I'm fairly certain he did the chair referee spot a few times when he feuded with Eddie Guerrero back in the day. What do you all think? See, here's the thing with Rey Mysterio. Love ya, huge fan, have a tattoo of you. But with that being said, I have seen Rey Mysterio guy before with a 619, and that to me might be a disqualification.
I can't say that.
When this channel has to turn PG, it's gonna be a sad day. I'm not gonna be able to make jokes like this anymore. I'm gonna have to be like, oh, Rey Mysterio.
Love that guy. I love Ray. Go add sponsorship.
Fuck off. Oh. Statistic, nobody has ever won all Big Four pay-per-views in 1 year before Cody. No, hang on a minute, that can't possibly be true. Surely Roman Reigns has done that before. I mean, this guy was champion for 4 years. There was multiple times where he was just dominating in the mid-2010s, you know, with the ooh-ah. There's no way. That has to be... you're spreading misinformation, and I don't appreciate it. Quite frankly, this brother should be flipping burgers. Get off Reddit. What new name would you give them? Let's go with Cool, Big Head Mode from WWE 2K18, Goated Irishman, Eddie's son, and that's all the members I choose to acknowledge today. Moving on. Hot take, Rhea Ripley is the best women's wrestler in the world. Listen, I'm not gonna claim to know every single women's wrestler in the world because I don't watch every single promotion. I don't even watch wrestling every day, so I can't claim to be that on the touch with the graps. But at the same time, Rhea Ripley, how can you not love her? How can you not say she's been on a fucking run? How can you not say that every Rhea Ripley match you watch, you're like, that was fucking enjoyable, okay? And third and foremost, I'm sure we can all agree, how can you not love a big titty goth woman?
What are you doing?
All jokes aside, Rhea Ripley is the fucking woman, okay? She's one of my favorite women's wrestlers in the game right now. She's been killing it for a very long time. She's only going to continue to be killing it. We haven't even hit that Bianca Belair feud yet. She is one of the best women's wrestlers in the world. I don't know if she's the best because there's a lot of great women out there, but my God, is women's wrestling on fire, and you look. Okay, this comment down here does not really weigh in on the discussion. He just says, damn sexy when she was a blonde.
That's a lie, and it's not.
You know what, brother? I appreciate a good horny tweet before I retired, and I appreciate a good horny comment. I mean, God knows I do. I love a horny joke, but that was unnecessary, and quite frankly, I did not approve it. It's a red card from me. Get out. Someone gave me a free World Heavyweight Championship belt. Okay, I want to see where this story goes. I was going to get something from a guy my dad met on Facebook Marketplace. Oh, this should be fun. You know, Facebook Marketplace is weird. I've only really ever used it once to get, I think, a computer chat, and it was not this one I'm sitting on right now. It was another one I got, which didn't really last that long, so... And I will say, I never really hit it with, like, a black light or anything, so God knows what was on that chat. After buying something from him, he noticed that I was wearing a CM Punk jacket and asked if I was a wrestling fan, to which I said yes. He then showed me his own collector. Oh God, I thought I said something else. Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not like totally back to normal reading strength yet with like the blind spot I have after the stroke, so some words actually look different to me. I genuinely thought that said he showed me his own collector balls, and I was like, what? Okay, he showed his own collector belts, and then I mentioned how I would love to have one, but since they're so expensive, I couldn't afford it. He then pulled out a World Heavyweight Championship from his storage room and told me to keep it. No one has ever been so kind and generous to me, and the fact that we just met makes it even more surprising. This world truly has good people. What the fuck? Wow, that is a story. What are the odds of that? If that's like the actual replica and not the toy, this dude must be rich. And hell, even if it's like one of the toy belts, you know, fuck it, those things go crazy too. Oh geez, okay, I saw this. Do you agree? Where was the suffering when they were getting BMWs and $1 million? Mark Henry. Yeah, this is a very rare Mark Henry L, and it's such a large L, it kind of puts a bad taste in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, Mark, read the fucking room here. I know you're back in WWE now, like it back in the family, in the universe, and your son is a beast, but come on, you don't have to you don't have to do tricks on the fucking sexual harassment lawsuit. Like, brother, he's not even around anymore. This guy's 2 breaths away from saying gong like the Undertaker. He ain't gonna do anything more for you, bro. He already gave you a job for life. You're good, okay? You make this old man come again like a glazed donut, and he's finna... Actually, wait, no. Hang on a second, Mark. You know what? Keep doing tricks on it. I'm just trying to see something. This is very disgusting from Mark Henry. I can't lie. Like, you've got to read the room a bit here. There are real victims at play here. Real people who this man abused and, like, took advantage of and all these other awful things that he did. You can't just go ahead and say, oh, but what about the hush money? That's not how it works, bro. Just come on. Read the room a little. This makes me uncomfortable, but they've come so far. Okay, so we've got LA Knight, we've got Drew McIntyre, and we've got... No. Are you telling me that LA Knight and Drew McIntyre got to share a ring with the one and only
Camacho?
They got to share a ring with Tonga Loa? Ah, man, this is why these 2 guys have been so successful. Look at Drew. He's practically touching arms with the boy. No wonder this guy's won WrestleMania main events and is a decorated superstar. This was where it all began. When you touch Camacho, Camacho touches you.
Really, nigga?
You know, I ain't gonna lie, guys. I know previously I've said stuff like, oh, Edge and Becky Lynch are my goats. It's time for some new goats to hit the farm, okay? Because the infamous Tonga Loa has taken over. What is the most unprofessional performance you've ever seen in a wrestling match? His vote is Jeff Hardy at Victory Road 2011. You know, yeah, that is a blemish on one of my goats' career, and I will admit that. And actually, I'm not even gonna give mine because I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean, what? You know what? I'm just gonna read the comments. I can't think of any. It's gotta be Shawn versus Hogan. Yeah, okay, that's a fair one. Austin Aries versus John Morrison. If that's the one where, like, John Morrison wins and then Austin Aries just says... All right, well, I'm a head out. If that's the one he's talking about, then yeah, that was pretty unprofessional, I'm not gonna lie. This person down here says the Montreal Screwjob, the Shawn Michaels Hogan match, and Io Sky versus Sonya Deville. That's random. What happened in the third one? Sonya sucked and I'm still mad about it, so I'm being petty. You know what? I gotta respect hater behavior when I see it. I mean, my God, hater of the week right there. You remember when I did worst WCW episode and there was that match with Tammy Sitch and, oh, I forget the other girl's name. But that match right there might be one of the most unprofessional performances I've seen in the history of WCW. In the history of professional wrestling in general, actually. Just the fact that that match ended that post-match brawl with Tammy Sitch hitting those bum-ass fucking elbows. And she was so clearly not even, she was looking around, looking at the crowd and everything, and that she wasn't even hitting the fucking cameras right there. She's like, dude, she's clearly not hitting her. That shit was embarrassing. Oh my God. Remove that shit off the airwaves. I never want to see that again. Who was he anyway? Does anyone know who this guy was? It seems blatantly obvious that he was meant to be there, even with the security chasing him off after spending a good 10 seconds on camera, hamming it up in front of Batista. Yeah, you know, I've often thought about this, like, incident right here where Batista's, you know, backstage and then the fan just runs on and he's like... I used to think that it was a legitimate, like, you know, just a fan made their way backstage and managed to run through, but there's no way they would have made it that far. Clearly, this was meant to happen. Clearly, they were just trying to be funny. Like, even the way Batista reacts to it, I feel like if it was an actual fan and it was actually somebody who wasn't supposed to be there, Batista would have literally just been like, yoink. Who are the most random tag champions that you remember? We've got Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. Hey, man. I genuinely think, controversial opinion here, but if Jason Jordan was given the time to cook, I think he low-key would. Like, you know, you move on from the Kurt Angle's son stuff, you know, eventually, let's say time progresses, he's still wrestling, he has a couple good feuds, he becomes IC champion around that time. I could have seen that happening. I genuinely think Jason Jordan would have broke out during the pandemic era. When Apollo Crews and them man were doing their thing, I think Jason Jordan would have been that guy. And I think right now, Jason Jordan he'd be a lot higher on the card than we ever thought he would be. I don't know. And let's be honest, in an alternate universe, Julius Creed against Jason Jordan, oh my...
Hallelujah, there is a God!
Jacob Fatu's lost over 50 pounds for his WWE debut. Beast. Wow, he actually is a beast. Wow, I'm not even gonna claim to have seen much of Jacob Fatu before he came to WWE. I obviously heard about the name, but I'm just not a huge independent wrestling guy. Like, I'll tune in every now and again, but I'm just not that diehard into wrestling. Like, obviously I love it, but I'm just not like super keeping up with everything kind of love. So some people I don't really hear about until they make it to NXT or WWE, but some people I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard enough about them, I know who they are. And I think Jacob Fatu's probably somewhere in between. But what a beast he is turning out to be. I mean, this guy.
He is a ton of dynamite.
Okay, so this next post is coming from the official WWE Twitter, and they say, which two current WWE superstars would you like to see form a tag team? You know, for me, it's less about seeing two superstars form a tag team and more just I want the mixed match challenge back. Because I've been thinking about this a little bit recently, and I really think the mixed match... I really think that the mixed match challenge is quite underrated, and especially nowadays because there's so many like opportunities and different ways they could go about it. Like hell, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, you got Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. Those two alone right there, that's a built-in rivalry that you could play in the mixed match challenge. It could be good content for socials. I mean, it
took my breath away.
It sure as hell would... God, I'm tired, okay? It's been a long week, I'm sorry. I sure as hell would prefer that over WWE speed. Once he retires, do you think Triple H will be remembered more for his wrestling career or as an executive slash booker? I think he's the fucking game.
No, I think I'll be remembered for my career in the ring in the World Wrestling Federation and also my booking decisions about 20 years later. Because quite frankly, I am the damn game.
I think both. Who you think this was? And it's a picture of a WWE jet. Well, you see, I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a scoop here since I'm in the know. That right there is actually the WWE plane doing some mocap for GTA 6. That's right, we got WWE plane before GTA 6. I know. Yeah, me and plane are actually pretty close. I'd consider us like boys, you know. We're pretty tight, you know. So, and you know, my boy WWE plane, or as I know him, plane, he's just chilling right there trying to eat his lunch, trying to eat some jet fuel. He loves jet fuel, and he's just trying to enjoy his fucking day without some fan called I can't even read your jabroni taking a goddamn picture of him. You fans never give up, okay? Can us stars not have some privacy? I mean... Oh, look at this. This is a nice post. We've got someone saying he's with me forever now, and it's a Bray Wyatt or the Fiend tattoo. That is a beautiful tattoo. Whoever did that fucking went crazy. There's no doubt about it. Hang on a minute. And I will say, I have been considering getting a Bray Wyatt tattoo or like a Fiend tattoo just because I think he has like, like his whole persona is so cool and so perfect for getting a tattoo, like whether it's the Wyatt logo or the Fiend, like let me in. And so low-key, the Fiend is on the list, but I've got so many other wrestler tattoos to get through first. There's a whole list. And not to mention all the other things I like. I mean, Pulp Fiction's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I haven't got my Pulp Fiction tattoo yet. There's a, you know, we got a long way to go here. I also feel like I talk about my tattoos all the time, the more I get, but I never really do a tattoo tour, so maybe I need to do that someday on stream or something. I also keep talking about streaming. Haven't streamed for a while, but maybe someday I'll go live right here on this very YouTube channel. You'll see.
And that's not a prediction.
Who was the greatest weak gimmick wrestler? And they've gone ahead and suggested Gilbert. You know, I gotta say, Gilbert, okay, fair. I may go ahead and throw my hat in the ring and say James Ellsworth.
He's cooking here.
Don't even know if you'd really count him as a wrestler, but he's the first ever women's Money in the Bank holder. So, look at the comments. Someone said James Ellsworth. You know what? You're getting an upvote from me. Absolutely, brother. 2016 WWE was sick. I gotta go ahead and salute you, so my hand is so straight that it's curved. Word to Biggie and the New Day podcast. But I gotta go ahead and say, yeah, man, 2016 WWE.
Think you're special.
That right there is my favorite year of wrestling of all time, and it's annoying because I made that tweet that went viral a few weeks ago. Whatever I said, I basically didn't omit 2016 because I thought that would have made the meme kind of messy, but 2016 is like the one highlight year during that time. Like 2015 kind of mid, 2017 kind of mid, 2018 2019 kind of mid, other than like, you know, Becky Lynch and stuff like that. But like most of those years were pretty much down periods for WWE. You know, you had like the Baron Corbin stuff and the Authority and but I will always have that asterisks, and I want to make a video about 2016 soon. I'm working on it. But 2016, what a year. Just, oh, yeah, man. Good year. Good year. Great year for the Earth in general. I mean, 2016, Pokemon Go. I graduated high school. It was all going Io Shirai. I mean, by the way, someone down here said Ezekiel Jackson, in my opinion. Fuck you. Go to hell. You see this right here? It's domination. What about Disco Inferno back in WCW? I remember his Nitros entry vividly. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and say, Disco Inferno, fuck you. Bring shame to the Inferno name, and Deonte Inferno, God forbid I ever lace up a pair of boots. I'm gonna end your... Sorry. I got carried away. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, Bash in Berlin 2024. Thoughts? You know, I'm actually looking forward to this pay-per-view, and I wish I was going. I actually could, like, Germany is not far away at all. But I am unfortunately not going to Bash in Berlin, at least not right now. And I gotta say, the card genuinely, it looks, to me, it gives low-key NXT TakeOver vibes. Like, maybe there's not gonna be that many changes at Bash in Berlin, but all the matches are finna slap, I think. And this match right here, for as much as I know right now, it's kind of like oh, Cody's saying, oh, I respect you, Kevin. Thanks for helping me out in the Bloodline War. I appreciate you. Here's a title shot. I want to see the return of the prize fighter, okay? I want that 2016, 2015 NXT Kevin Owens to come back, okay? I want him to powerbomb Cody on the apron and leave him lying. Like, I want him to lose, and then after the match, he's like, oh yeah, like Cody's like, hey, shake my hand, brother. Hey, great match. You got nothing to be ashamed of. And Kevin's walking away, and Cody's like, whoa! And then Kevin's like, fuck you. Starts beating the fuck out of him. The crowd's like, and the commentary's like, why would Kevin Owens do this? What's going on? We're friends. They fought the bloodline together. I mean, can you believe this? And then Kevin has that signature look in his eye where he's kind of like it's kind of like he's glazed over a little bit, and he's just kind of like... And then he picks up Cody. The commentators are still going crazy, and they're like, no, Kevin, why would you? And that, my friends, will lead to a generational Kevin Owens heel run once again, because that man, he's a great babyface, but my God, what a heel he is. Because Kevin Owens, when he's a to truly be a prize fighter, I don't think he can really be a good person, because if this was Kevin Owens in 2016, he would have been said, oh, I deserve that title shot. You're damn right I do. None of this malarkey about, oh, I don't deserve a title shot. I haven't earned it, okay? Fuck you,
You got to be kidding.
Randy is going to lose to Gunther in the opener. Cody is going to beat KO in the main event most likely, and then Randy is going to come out to celebrate with Cody, and then RKO hit. Oh,
say it ain't so
no.
cool.
I mean, you know what? No, I do want that. I want the Cody Rhodes Randy Orton rivalry. I do. It's cinema waiting to happen. Absolutely, I want that. I'm sorry I said no. But with that being said, just think about Kevin. I don't mind this happening. I just need bad guy Kevin Owens. Can we just make that happen? I love Cody, but also I want to see this. Yes, there's absolutely no chance. Oh man, he's feeling the same pain as me, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Oh yeah, man. Who's the most overdue for a singles run? We got Montez Ford. I was talking about this recently. We've got Jey Uso, who arguably should have won Money in the Bank. And we've got Chad Gable. Yeah, this guy, my God, what a star. Anything he's given, he just turns it into Olympic gold. Which current superstar should bring back this PSA? Dusty Rhodes says, don't be silly. Don't play with your willy.
It took my breath away.
Yes! This is epic. This is awesome.
Yes!
You gotta love it. Yes! He's cooking here.
Look at this cheese.
But the correct answer is pretty deadly. Okay.